So, best of 5, Forky versus Buddy on US East. Right now, I believe Forky is rank 2 NA, and then Buddy is rank, I think he's rank 13 NA, or something like that. He was in the top 10 just the other day, and I saw him on Chronovi's stream, because Chronovi was playing some ones, and I saw him going back and forth, taking games off Buddy, and Buddy was taking games off him. And they look like good games. I thought this looks interesting. We've got another up and comer in NA, so he's going to be playing his stream debut against Forky, who's currently ranked 2 North America, ranked 6 worldwide. But Buddy, based on what I saw from him against Chronovi, will definitely be able to hang here. And if he can pop off, we'll have a good chance in this series. But Forky is definitely going to come in as a favorite. Look at that air dribble bump by Forky. Goes in backwards in the last seconds. Buddy has just been baptized with fire to open up game 1 in his show match debut. Thoughts on Marky's ones play recently? Marky's looked pretty good at times in ones. I saw his stream today. He was lagging a bit when he was playing ones, which was unfortunate for him because when he's not lagging, he's actually looking like he's making pretty big improvements pretty quickly. I heard, I don't know if this is true, but I heard from one of Marky's mods and somebody that you sometimes see in chat around here, Rob_M, that Marky wants to 1v1 Jesse on my stream. So that could be a fun one. I think it would be a pretty close match because both those guys are pretty good dribblers and shooters of the ball, and also very good at own goals. So it could be a really interesting one, maybe one for the future. And yeah, thanks by the way, guys, for all these subs. I do appreciate that. You're far too kind. I'm going to shout them out in just a few minutes. Forky, some beautiful recovery mechanics. Clean takeoff here. He didn't half flip just to play it safe, and he will get a goal to retake the lead. It was Buddy who tied things up just about 30 seconds ago with a kickoff pressure play. But just over a minute into the match, Forky's got his nose back in front. Yeah, who else has been catching Marky's 1v1 streams? He is streaming a lot more these days than he has in a long time. He did 2 streams or 3 streams in the past week, which is crazy. So be sure to tune into his stream if you want to see an old 1v1 and Rocket League Legends back at it on Twitch. 2-all-2. High pressure plays on kickoff for Buddy. He goes for a third one. Forky this time does react to it in time. He's going to go really low and slow here is Forky, and Buddy doesn't get baited into a risky challenge. So far, Buddy looking like he's playing a very safe game. Even when he does go in for offensive maneuvers, not completely all in. He's giving himself half a chance on the defensive recovery. That's a good save by Buddy. Forky with a linear dribble, not really giving himself much many angles there. Flip reset from Forky, and he gets it on target. That's beautiful from Forky. Retakes the lead by 1 yet again. This time with a very awkward flip reset. He had to side flip into this one because he was completely beside the ball after he landed. And now just under 2 minutes into the game. Same scoreline that we've had for most of it. 1 goal lead for Forky, and he should be getting a boost steal here. Yes, he will. Good aggression by Forky. He's trying to turn a bit early, and that's actually allowed Buddy back into position. And oh, if Buddy hadn't landed on this, I think he would have been okay, but that landing of the ball is not going to be helping him out too much, and it's going to be Forky up by 2 now. Strange that Buddy didn't wave dash here. I feel like he could have got back a bit faster if he wave dashed off the wall instead of double jumping. That's not a good play either by Buddy. He's allowed Forky a free boost grab. Forky this time messes up. That should have been an open net finish. Early turn by Forky to stop Buddy from having an open with the wall shot. Great speed though by Buddy. Open net is staring him in the face, and he's going to make sure of it with a decent first touch. Really good second touch. Forky was trying to be a bit too aggressive here. There was one early turn on the wall shot to prevent Buddy from having an opening with a wall shot of his own. That really signaled to Buddy that Forky was intending to play hyper aggressive challenges, early tackles. And he played around that really well by just getting the ball under control and making a good first touch. 50-50 goes in Buddy's favor. Will he have a shot angle? Goes to the mind game, and he secures it. Buddy ties things up. With a huge mind game on Forky. There weren't many options here. Buddy only 12 boosts in the tank. It's so risky to go for a flicking play with low boosts like that. But he doesn't play that. He gets the ball rolling off target, threatens the 50-50, and then just fades away at the final second. High pressure situation though. Forky has him in an awkward spot. Good job with the wave dashes though to get back in position. Forky with a crazy high flip reset attempt. I don't know what he was going for there, a backboard hit or a direct shot, but either way it was going to be exceptionally difficult to execute. This dish off the back wall is also going to be pretty hard to put in, but he does do just that. Really nice shot here by Forky. Gets alongside this one. It looks like Buddy might have helped it in, but you can't really blame him. He was just trying to get in the way of the touch that Forky was threatening. Now, is that open for Buddy? No, because Forky is back quick. And by committing for the ball, Buddy has conceded the boost. It looks like he's going to be conceding a goal as well. So it's a misplay by Buddy. He could have just let that ball do the work for him. Force Forky into a save by leaving the ball and then steal the boost and have pretty advantageous position. But he was greedy. He wanted the goal and he got neither that or the boost. Great speed by Buddy. He's got another open net. It's coming back at him quickly though, and he will put it wide. This is an awkward one. Although it was a wide open net, lots of time to pick his spot. With the ball coming at him at that speed, it was just too difficult to control, and now Forky is going to punish him again. And it's now 7-4. Could very easily be a tie game, or even a 1-goal lead to Buddy if he had just played those last two attacking plays a little bit better. Is that the tilt sinking in as he misses on the ball, and now Forky misses an open net. Everybody whiffing. I don't know what just happened. It was that infectious whiff by Buddy. Decided to miss the ball entirely to get his opponent to do the same. I love that pinch shot attempt by Forky. I love the style that he's going for. It's the way that I was doing them myself when I was trying to just learn the basics. But, you know, I will say one thing, that Buddy's speed and confidence looking on point. That was a great touch. Really accelerated that ball pretty quick. And he's given himself half a chance here. 2 goals in it. He's got to get some strong kickoffs. He's going to take this one though. Forky's not making it easy. Pressure and a boost steal. But Buddy shoots early and that might sneak in. Just hit the post. Unlucky for Buddy. So he got a nice pass to himself off the sidewall. Forky's air dribbling play continues to annoy. And there's a delicious flick by Forky to make it 3 goals yet again. Air rolls all the way around for this one and backflips to surprise Buddy, who thought that it was going to be going across the goal. It's actually ended up pretty central. And with 23 seconds left, it looks like game 1 will be going to the favourite. Key moments in this game for Buddy being a little bit too aggressive. That one kickoff that went in his favour, and he had the ball bouncing on target, forcing Forky into a save where he didn't read Forky, or didn't see that Forky was going to get back in time to save it. Tried to slot in the shot, and in doing so, conceded the 100 boost and the ball possession, which led to him conceding a goal. So if he had just played that a little bit differently, I think that would have been huge. Obviously the open net would have been nice to secure. And it would also be good if he, I think the one aspect of the game that he has to get right more often is the 5 or 6 seconds after kickoffs, because right after kickoffs happen, Buddy's been a bit over aggressive in my opinion. I want him to play a bit more controlled if he's going to prevent Forky from capitalizing and extending the lead further. As for Forky, it's just smooth sailing at the moment. He's got to watch out for Buddy's speed though. There are not going to be many chances to sneak challenges in when Buddy is playing this quickly on the ball. 50-50 almost on target. Buddy would have got up to it either way. He's passed it to himself off the sidewall again, but this time he misses wide right of the net. And the strategy's there for Buddy. He noticed that Forky's going to play the boost steal, and he countered very well. Look at that from Forky. Pinch shot on target. It's the second one this series. Both have looked on point. Second one more so than the first. That's 2 open net misses for Buddy, and now he's just let Forky shoot, and it's 1-0 to Forky with an easy volley. He's half flipped into position very quickly here. I don't think Buddy was ready after seeing Forky facing away from the ball. He thought he had a bit more time, but half flip landed him pretty much perfectly in position. He didn't have to do any adjustment after executing the flip. It's got to be attributed to nerves there for Buddy on the open nets. There's no doubt about that. The second one especially, that was an easy one. He can't be affording to miss those. He can't afford to be missing those, I should say. Or else Forky will be taking the series in a sweep, I would expect. This time Forky flips in the wrong direction. It's another open net for Buddy, but there's nowhere near enough power on the ball. Forky secures the mid boost. Buddy's going to stay on it. I think he should, because this is an awkward position for Forky. Buddy can probably force him to concede possession, but in doing so, he's actually ran into a demo, and Forky thought about going for a second one. Pull shot own goal by Buddy. It's not what he was looking for here. You know, the spawn didn't really help him much. There were no other options. He had to just hope for the best. Forky 2-0. And it all goes back to that open net miss. What a game what kind of different game would we be seeing? Buddy had put that one in. Well, that's a nice placement. Well done with the follow-up shot here. No chance for Forky to set up the in and out save. There was too much height on the flick there from Buddy for Forky to catch up with. It's a good kickoff play. Still very much in this game and in this series. Looking clean when he's not taking open nets pretty much. That's the one thing that Buddy's been really struggling with, is open nets and kickoffs. After the kickoffs, he needs to try and calm down a little bit. But back into defense he goes. Forky, fake challenge, secures possession for himself. Full volley doesn't really get too much damage done. Buddy's able to swat it away, but starved Buddy, not able to get much done. It's going to be more Forky attacks. This time he tries to pinch it off the floor, but Buddy gets in the way. It's on target. We have a tie game. As Forky was trying to sneak in a floor pinch here. Buddy was quick to turn around, and again, he's looking very fast when he does commit to his challenges. There's no hesitation, no oversteering, no jerking around. He's just going very straight and true to the ball. This, once again, is another one of those kickoff plays where he might have played over aggressive in the following 5 or so seconds. He recovers well with the demo. Hook shot. Not going to test Forky too much. It does allow Buddy some time to snag the boost in the corner. Forky's just playing the ball. The boost not going to make a difference. And it's a 1-goal game. Forky back in front. Buddy giving a bit too much priority to the boost here. Yeah, but it's nice to give the new players a chance here or there. And, you know, a lot of the new names in the top of the leaderboard that I don't recognize, I can't really invite because I never see them play, and I don't know if they're legit. You know, I don't know if they look like they're going to be good enough to come on stream and play against some of the likes of Forky. But I did catch Buddy 1v1 in Cronovia a whole bunch of times on Cronovia stream, like I explained earlier this series. And that's the first time I saw him play, and it was very impressive games. So here he is, trying to make a name for himself. That's not a good first touch, but it might have just baited Forky in. In fact, it has. And that is so typical. This is something you don't see very often in high-rated games, but very typical of ranked games, where somebody fumbles a first touch or messes up a flick or mishits a shot, and you think, now is my time to strike, and you move in for the challenge, and then they recover and hit it over you. So I'm sure we can all relate to that one. Oh, chance for Buddy. Forky missing the open net. And there is an open net finish for Buddy. Great stuff by him. Not to put another one wide of the target. It's 4-all. And this game has been a very interesting one. You know, Buddy hasn't played spectacularly, but he's hanging in there. He's going to keep hanging in there. Forky is in a very awkward position. He missed another open net on kickoff. And Buddy once again is trying to counter-attack. Forky wisely takes the ball to the back left corner. or the back right corner, I guess, for his perspective. Fades away from the 50-50, but Buddy muscles him off the boost grab. Now, what is Buddy going to do? He's got space to cross over. He decides to go straight, and I don't know if that's going to work. Forky shuts him down immediately. Another open net for Forky. Another open net miss. You know, that one was one of the more awkward ones. But you can't be missing these. Now, Forky. Oh, my goodness. He's decided to go for a hook shot off the sidewall. Almost puts it on target. End-to-end stuff here. So many chances, but no goals being scored. Is this going to be it? Forky can't get it past Buddy at the near post. Buddy on the counter. Forky will manage to get back into position, courtesy of the half flip. Buddy just pops it at him more than anything else. He needs to do more than that if he's going to get Forky out of position. Now Forky's bought enough time to secure under boost for himself. Sends the ball high up the wall. Buddy thinks about going into the air. Yes, he will go to the air. Beats Forky to the ball, but Forky still has plenty of boost, and he's disguising the fact that he has this by not using it on the recovery. Buddy turns aggressively. Forky does beat him to it. And Buddy's in a bit of an awkward spot as Forky flips with the ball onto the boost. Boost missed by Buddy. Mind game for Forky. And just like that, the game might be over. Such small margins, but that boost miss in the corner for Buddy completely compromised his position. And Forky was easily able to run in the open net. The mind game gave Buddy absolutely no chance. He's got one more chance to tie up this game. That touch is not going to help him. Forky closes the distance. It looks like the ball will touch the ground. And it looks like this game is just not clutch enough for the newcomer. Forky playing his win condition pretty well. You know, I'd say the fake was the correct play to go for. Because the only thing that Buddy wanted was a 50-50 that could ping the ball off into a corner and give him some time to not miss the 100 boost again. But the mind game was pretty much uncounterable. Even if Buddy did dodge into the ball, I think Forky would have still had control and had a really good chance to score. This is going to be another pinch for Forky. It looks like it will be. Buddy is in position. Forky is a bit too close to the midfield, so it's harder to hit those. Very obvious run up. Oh! So a bit less obvious is Buddy's play in the midfield. Nice one, says Forky. Look at that flip reset. He managed to do a full rotation, get back underneath the ball and flick it conventionally after landing that one. Extremely low arc on the ball to be going for a flip reset. Buddy manages to pull it off. Both players now have executed successful flip resets. Buddy, open net after Forky's early challenge. Does not work. The ball chase. It's pretty common play in this position. You lose the kickoff, the opponent gets to the boost first, but they have to turn around before they can go to the ball, and that's when you want to strike with the ball chase. Buddy read it well. He closed the distance, and I'll tell you what, he's popping off now. 3-0. Forky just tried this same move on Buddy, and it didn't work, and now Buddy's managed to pull it off on Forky, the zero boost ball chase after the face-off. 3-0 to the underdog. Fabio, good morning. Well, I guess it is technically morning. It's 2 o'clock in the morning for me. It's not going to be 4-0. Forky's in a really rough spot. Buddy decides to back off, misses the mid-boost in the process, and he misses the ball on the recovery. That's 1 goal back for Forky. Huge let-off as well, because Buddy could have had this so easily, but he's playing his boost pickups so carelessly. Potentially losing him another game. You never know if that's going to come in clutch later on. Well, Forky's just gone for the boost when the ball's wide open for Buddy, who is scoring his open nets now, so at least he started doing that. It's 3 in the morning, you blame me. It's 2 in the morning for me, but yeah, you must be from Central EU, I guess. Or somewhere else in that time zone. Well, this is the best chance Buddy's going to get all series long, I think. Did I say the ball is wide open for Buddy? I didn't say that, did I? It does sound like something I would say. This is another kickoff goal. Buddy's just drilling every shot straight to the net. He's trying to pass it to himself off the sidewall again. I love that from Buddy. Look at this play. He's done this so many times this series, but it's super effective. The pass to himself off the sidewall. Forky completely unprepared. He fully expected Buddy to dribble this ball back into his own corner, and he was trying to get a head start on that by accelerating down the line. So he can meet Buddy there, try and demo him or get a boost stealer or even take control of the ball, but Buddy with the pass to himself off the sidewall. And honestly, he's finding places to do this, I don't really see from other players. Forky's going to have to look out for that one. Buddy's just been ball chased on, and Forky, open net. It's going to make it a 3-goal game, and there's so long left on the clock. But Buddy's got to be careful. Another over-aggressive play immediately after a kickoff. Buddy the GOAT. Well, if he can keep playing like he did for that low boost pass to himself off his sidewall, then yeah, that's definitely GOAT-worthy material. Forky crosses over. Beautiful flick. How does Forky get such a delicate touch on this one? After flipping completely upside down, he's inverted himself and then dodged underneath the ball to pop it in a position where it looked like surely it was going to be angled sideways. But no, he's just popped the ball vertically. Crazy stuff by Forky, and now he's bumped Buddy off the mid-boost, completely starving his opponent. Buddy had a 5-goal lead, it's now just 2. Forky no doubt going to go for a flip reset here, just to give him something to play with, some sort of angle to utilize. It looks like Buddy might have just missed an opportunity to counter-attack on an opponent who would have been out of position. Forky, after that flip reset, failed. Didn't look like he had too much going on. Good turnaround by Buddy. Rebound is a bit too high though, and he's dodged off the wall. That's going to be a goal for Forky, surely. And Buddy, confident but unsuccessful with the backboard rebound. He just went a bit too high, and then while trying to jump off the wall, he dodged. I don't know if that was because Forky came into contact with him and bumped him, or if it was just a double input misplay. He needs to be careful here. This time he does play the boost instead of the ball after the face-off. A bit of a safer line of play. Forky's still going for spiral flicks, all kinds of angles. But he has Forky spawning on the side of the field that he wants him on. That is not really too difficult of a shot to save, at least for the time being. But Buddy loops around, puts in a second one. Oh, he's hit the post! And Buddy needs to run back because Forky's pinching! That was on target for the top corner, but Buddy did make it back in time. Great defensive awareness by Buddy, and that's a fantastic flick as well. He's in the lead by 2 goals. And you know, as good as it would have been to see that pinch shot hit the back of the net, well played by Buddy to realize that that was a potential threat, get in the way of it, and then control the ball. Looks like Forky's got a kickoff goal though. Never mind, Buddy back in position. Now he's got an open net, which he has missed for the time being, I believe, but there he will put it in at the second time of asking. He's playing this one so carefully, he just doesn't want to boom it into the curvy part of the wall and send it upwards. Get that ball bouncing so he can at least rebound it if he does put it wide. 3 goals in it again. It would be good to see Buddy getting a game win here because he has played well. But Forky is going to make it difficult. You know that for a fact. 13 boost. Tight angle flick, and the miss by Forky gives him another goal. I mean, it was an awkward one, but Forky screwed himself over here by reversing into position for a challenge and then not going for it. What do I think about Barca confirming their acquisition of Savage? I think it's about time. That was when was that like leaked or suspected? I feel like that's been, you know, in the works for so long, and everybody knew. You know, Barcelona announced they picked up Savage, and everybody's like, "Oh wow, didn't see that coming." But hey, besides that, it is super cool. I'm glad to see Barcelona picking up a Rocket League team, picking up a team as promising as Savage. Now we just gotta look forward to Savage versus, or rather, Barcelona versus PSG in RLCS as well as the Champions League. Very cool. Well, Buddy's really stretched the lead out here. It's now at 7 goals for those of you without a calculator or quick math. So, although there is plenty of time for Forky to start a comeback, doesn't look likely. This Buddy's rattled in several goals. He doesn't look like he's done either. Forky just losing every single kickoff here. I don't know where it all went wrong for him. Beautiful way to dash though. And then Forky straight down the middle will get one back. And Buddy's got to be careful because although it is a 6-goal lead, he doesn't want to finish off as nervously as he did in the second game. The second game went completely wrong for Buddy at the end. There was a boost whiff and then just the game win for Forky as a result. Forky should be getting another goal here. Yes, he will. So he's not currently scoring enough goals per second to tie this one up, but a couple of kickoff wins could make this an interesting ending. There is one. Forky should get a kickoff goal here, and suddenly the lead is only 4 goals. So although it's up at 7, looks like Buddy's struggling to keep these leads healthy at times. He had a big lead earlier on this game and lost it. And now he's starting to lose this one. Forky missing the top corner though. Will surely be curtains for any comeback. Buddy not going to get swept today by the looks of things. Forky, flip reset. This is a bit of an awkward position though. He's not able to do too much with it. Yeah, that is going to be game. Buddy just running down the clock with some high balls. Forky decides to just clear this one away. Wait for the next game to get started. I don't know if that was an NA clear or an EU clear. I was talking to Yummy Cheese Man the other day and he says that in OCE they have different names for back wall clears. So if you do a back wall clear and the ball doesn't hit the ceiling, it just booms really far, that's what they call an EU clear. However, if the ball goes into the ceiling and then straight back down again, they call that an NA clear. And then if you whiff the ball entirely, they call that an OCE clear. So there's your quick, efficient ways to communicate to your team what you've done with your back wall clears. I didn't come up with this. It was the OCE region themselves. You know, in some positions, the OCE clear is better than the NA clear because you don't just hit the ball straight into the box for the other team to come in and shoot. Sometimes the whiff is superior. A teammate can come back in. Right, Buddy, early challenge. He had a solid read on Forky there. Knew Forky was likely to try and control that ball from that sidewall position, as it wasn't easy to shoot from. There's some positions on the sidewall that you can easily pull out wall shots from. Of course, you know, about 3/4 of the way down the pitch away from the goal you're shooting at is a perfect spot to just chip balls off the wall because it's going to bounce straight into the goal a lot of the time. And then anywhere, you know, near the halfway line, you need to do it with a dodge. But when you're too close, when you're in that position Forky was in, you can't really be hitting those wall shots because it's not going to go on target a lot of the time. It's going to go into the corner. That's why Buddy was able to get the read, but it didn't net him any immediate reward. He had to wait a couple more seconds before getting his goal. After getting one, he's actually got a second one. Buddy looking good all of a sudden in this series. You know, the thing that's actually been really good for him, even in the games he's been losing, is the power on his shots. For the most part, he's been hitting boomers. That's a great save by Buddy. The recovery off the inside of the goalpost as well. He's trying to rush straight down the middle here. Forky hiding behind the ball. Easily gets the save. I think both these players could be using the space a little bit better. These dribbles have been pretty predictable. Pretty straight down the middle. I feel like I'm talking about this every single series I cast now, but just that little bit of an angle change in the approach can be all the difference. Once again, Buddy, perfect power on the shot. Seems like every shot he's getting is like a kid-up shot. It's just booming into the net. He's gone up 3-0. Forky's going to be a bit worried all of a sudden because Buddy's looking solid. Much more solid than he did at the start of the series, where there were open net misses and boost misses and other small misplays. Now it's just solid play in both ends of the field. He just casually avoids Forky's demo attempt. Now it looks like Buddy might be switching over to Forky's weak side, and look how much more difficult this is for Forky to defend. Love that mix-up by Buddy. We were talking about just a couple of minutes ago how much harder it is to defend these sidewinder dribbles than the direct ones. Forky had no idea where Buddy was leading with this when he just tried to get close and apply some pressure. Hope for the best. Just did not work out. Buddy plays it well. He's keeping an eye on Forky. He knows he's got a little bit of time to grab boost, but he doesn't play the ball afterwards. And Forky gets a clean shot. Scores his first goal of the game. Now, Buddy might have had a chance to just turn and aggress this ball. I don't know if he needed to leave it. I think if he turned faster on the boost, he would have been able to at least get a 50-50. Oh dear, Forky with the worst open net miss he's had all series. What is happening? And it's not just an open net miss, it's a 2-goal miss. Should have been 4-2, instead it's 5-1. And a series that Forky might be thinking should have been 3-0. Haha, should have been 3-0. Might go to game 5. Buddy trying to sneak in another long shot. He decides to take one touch. He's got Forky in his sights, but the delayed flick doesn't go high. Good turnaround though by Buddy, and Forky's completely out of boost. It might already be going in. Yes, it is. And Buddy's up 6-1 and looking like a perfect match for everything Forky's trying to do at the moment. The nerves are completely gone. The inconsistency pretty much eliminated. Can he keep this up though? It's going to get more difficult the longer this series goes on. The closer the finish line gets. But he's keeping the angles closed off for Forky there. Forky is going to try and get the air dribble started, but Buddy's hard in the way of him. Decides to just play the ball long, give himself a bit of time to search for boost. So far Buddy is doing a good job keeping up adequate ball pressure. He's decided to go for 100 boost instead of continuing to do that though. That does give Forky a chance to set something up, but he doesn't use it well. Buddy is still resilient and destroying every attack that Forky tries to go for. He had a chance to even go for a demo there, but he decided against it. Escapes Forky's demo attempt as well. Is Buddy in the top 100? Yeah, Buddy I think right now is something like 25. But I saw him in the top 10 just the other day, like a week ago maybe. And then I also saw him giving some pretty good games to Kronovi, who I still really rated once for NA as well. So that's how I knew he was going to be legit. My game knowledge is wild. What did I say that was wild? I want to know. Tell me so I can say it again. 7-1, the Brazil from Buddy. And Forky. He's turned the series around completely. He looked so nervous and so inconsistent earlier, but now he's looking like an absolute unit. Forky doesn't have an answer. Can Buddy extend the lead even further? One thing that I want to see from him is the ability to hold on to this lead. Beautiful recovery there, wow. That boost steal combined with the recovery off the back wall must have shocked Forky a little bit as he moved into position for the boost grab. That's honestly one of the best dishes we've seen in a while though, as Forky gets the bump off the back wall. He's ahead of the ball, waits for it to overtake him, and then jumps off for the rebound. And if you're going to start a comeback, why not do it like that? 52 seconds. Forky was in a very similar position last game, trailing by 6 with about a minute left. And then he scored 1 goal and followed it with a kickoff goal. He's done it again, so scripted. Literally the same script as last game. It's not over yet for Buddy. And again, his leads are not completely immune. He's got to be careful. That's another chance for Forky, but this time Buddy does get in the way, at least momentarily, but Forky still scores. Now we have a 3-goal game and 39 seconds left. A very closable scoreline. What is happening here? Buddy's got to switch up the kickoff. He needs to stop losing every single one of them really hard. This time he will get a big win. Threaten a long shot. Doesn't go on target immediately. Now Forky's coming down the middle. Doesn't have much boost. He might go for a mind game here. Delayed flick. Does get saved. Buddy has probably just secured this game 4 with that save. Surely an open net run in will do the trick. 4 goals. Again, the difference. Forky tried his best, but I don't know. Maybe the low 50-50 would have been better instead of the low boost flick attempt. How about that though, guys? Debut player Buddy stepping up and taking on the current rank 2 player in North America, Forky, who's very familiar with the show match environment, and takes him to game 5. It's a cracking series as well. I don't know if Forky's going to feel like the favorite anymore after seeing how well Buddy's playing. Again, by the way, thanks guys for all the notifications. I've missed quite a few of them, so I'm just going to catch up on them after this series is over, because these guys are readying up instantly. I don't want to keep them waiting between games, so I'm doing sub shoutouts and stuff. But I'll get you shouted out by name after this final game here. This is the best of 5. Forky versus Buddy. Buddy can get a good start, like he did in the previous 2 games. Forky's certainly going to be worried. Look at that air roll shot, Buddy, 1-0. The challenge was effective. The air roll shot is super effective. Beautiful angle. The power gave Forky no chance. Buddy's starting to pop off. He can get underneath Forky here. He decides to go for the boost instead of the ball. Then loop back around, misses the open net, but it was only open in part. Forky was covering the other half of it. Buddy knew he had to be quick. Buddy could try and trip up Forky again. Instead, he's decided to run in front of him, and now Forky gets the bump. A bit careless there by Buddy. He could have been the one bumping his opponent. Instead, he's the one who gets bumped, and Forky collects the ball and scores in the following few seconds. Just like that. Huge turn of momentum. Should have been and could have been Buddy's play on the ball. Little things make a big difference in 1v1 especially. Early flick by Buddy, not the best one, but it's worked, so therefore it is a good play. Not really though. This was extremely lucky. Buddy totally fails his flick. He got very lucky that Forky was diving in exactly at that point, or else Forky could have probably just gone and taken the ball for free. So it was great timing by Buddy, but the execution got a bit fortunate this time. Buddy gets pull shotted into the ball. He decides not to wave dash the landing. Forky fires long. Buddy does keep this one out, but Forky's following up with another shot, which Buddy will save. Good stuff in nets there by Buddy. He knew he had to set himself up for a second save, even as he was making the first one. Into the air goes Forky. Just a straight up air dribble down the middle. Ties up the match. Buddy with the low boost could not get in the way of it. I don't know if he was worried about the air dribble bump here, or if he just didn't read Forky's speed well enough. Either way, Forky had quite some acceleration on the ball, and that did surprise Buddy. No dodge there for Buddy. It had just timed out, so he had to just drive into the ball and hope for the best. Or fly into the ball, I should say. And Buddy's just going to try and get an awkward touch here. That's not a really awkward touch for Forky to deal with, to be honest. And Forky's easily going to take it under control and score with another dribbling play. And that's just careless by Buddy. He could have knocked that ball up the wall, no problem. Got it to pop into a position that would give himself way more time to position with a 100 boost and get some ball pressure going. But that is another sick air roll shot. The timing on these is so perfect, and this time it's Forky who's careless with his touch. Both players go back and forth, passing it to each other off the sidewall, and both times followed up with goals. Really wide approach on that kickoff by Forky, netting him a big win. He's missed the boost steal. Buddy's going to close the distance. Forky gets a good landing. He might just shoot this, as he will. Forky puts Buddy on the back foot. Buddy answers. He's able to keep up with this play. Come in for another shot. Forky gets goal side of it. It's becoming a bit of a ping pong game now. Both players hitting the ball back and forth at each other. Forky the first one who decides to bring it down, but it's another straight line dribble. ineffective. Buddy tries one of his own, and that's going to be ineffective as well. Just keeping a mental note of how many of these dribbles are failing when the line that they're coming in with is straight. As Forky fires straight to the far post. It's a phenomenal finish. Look at how he uses the back end of the car to generate maximum power as he dodges across the face of the ball. Buddy was defending his sidewall more than he was defending the goal there. Got to turn early if he's going to play this one. He's actually just going to give it to Forky. Failed flick for Forky. It's going to mean another straight up dribble, which does not work, but Buddy's just gifted him a goal. And it looks like the chokes are coming back. The nerves might not be completely gone. Of course, Game 5 does lend itself to more nervous plays than the previous games in the series. Buddy with not much boost here. Decides not to wave dash. Flick does not connect with the ball. Now Forky's just going to let the clock do the work for him here. He wants the ball to be bouncing lower so he can take a nice and soft first touch. Doesn't want to pop it over to Buddy, and the air roll will secure the flick for Forky. 6-3. Buddy tried to get in the way of this, but he just had too much forward momentum when he jumped. If he wanted to save the ball with a backflip there, what he needed to do is just hit the brakes as he was jumping to halt his car from falling, or from falling into the goal, flying into the goal, whichever you want to call it. It looks like the favourite for this series, Forky, is going to be the favourite going into the final minute. Oh, good save by Buddy. There's a recovery there. He's got 42 boost. I don't think he realised how boost starved Forky was, or he would have continued on here. In and out save by Forky. Going to keep Buddy back for the time being. It's 1 minute and 12 seconds left. Needs to score. He needs to score very soon. High air dribble. Oh my goodness! Buddy with a crazy rebound. He gets one touch, a second one to the backboard, and uses all of his boost for the tightest angle rebound you're going to see today in a 1v1. And 2 goals in it. Buddy refuses to lie down and lose. Strong kickoff by Forky. Buddy's going to dodge back to net. 13 boost for Forky. Gives Buddy an opening, but he got the boost steal. Surely, no, he actually respects Buddy. And backs off. Maybe a misplay there for Forky. Is he going to be able to keep Buddy back? One shot is kept out. The second one is going to be pretty hard to stop, though, and Buddy's back within one. Forky's so scared of these long shots from Buddy that he didn't steal the boost as he was leaving. And that's given Buddy enough resources to pressure Forky into submission. It's 1 goal in it. And Buddy should be taking control here. Decided to fire on this ball early. Forky, next up on the play. Goes for a backboard play of his own, but Buddy's made contact with him. He has to recover and backflip into it. He's hit the bar. Creative play there by Forky to try and make the most of an awkward situation. This time it does not pay off, and Buddy's going to get a clean start to a dribbling play. Forky turns early. He's not giving him any space. Buddy might still find space of his own. This does not touch the ceiling on the way in. And Forky's got to be completely out of boost at this point. Buddy just trying to find space to get him back. The shot is not powerful enough. Forky gets it saved. Buddy can still keep it up. Touched by Forky. Secures the game. And that was the play that decided the whole series. Buddy went for the full volley. He had time, and he does not get enough power on the shot. I don't know if that was the right play to make. He had other options here. I want to see this final few seconds again, just because I don't know how much boost Forky had. I feel like he had exactly 0 or 12 at the most. And if that's the case, maybe Buddy should have taken an extra touch. Let's see. Yeah, he has 12. So Forky's on 12 boost here. Okay, 23. He just grabbed another small pad. Maybe, I reckon Buddy had some more time here than he thought. He's got time on the clock, that's for sure. And I mean, this shot only works if Forky turns to challenge right now. I don't think this goes in against Forky, who's ready for it. So I think the fake jump would have been better there for Buddy. Let's see again. If he gets... This first touch isn't ideal because it pops up so high. He doesn't want to be popping this up so high. A better first touch would be hitting it before the bounce. Like right, he'd want to hit it there on the bounce before the bounce, so it doesn't pop up this high. Because when it pops up this high, that gives Forky so much more time to fake a challenge. But yeah, air dribble would have been good here. I think if he wants to make a jumping play here, he should fake jump, catch the ball, and then try and make a play on Forky from close range. Flip reset, air dribble. There's lots of things that could have worked here. You can go for just whatever he thinks the highest percentage chance to score a goal is. Would be the best play, and I don't think the full volley was the right idea. I mean, if Forky turned around and challenged, it would have looked like a genius move, but Forky didn't. So it just doesn't look that. It just doesn't look like the answer.